Hello, peoples on the internet. No, I'm not dead. I've just been busy and have, like, zero focus. Like, I've been trying to draw something, but keep getting distracted. Like, a couple days ago, I got distracted by none other than just the fact that, hey, I'm looking for something in my closet. Oh, hey, look, there's this in my closet. I wonder what else. And next thing you know, I waste an entire day just cleaning out my closet, but to be honest, it's cool, because now I got some weird little setup in there, and it's nice. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about. You saw the title of the video. So, I am going to be making one of my dolls. God dang it. So, I am going to be making one of my characters in doll form. How long ago was it? A few months at least, that my boyfriend and my friend got me into Homestuck, and no spoilers because I'm only like a little over halfway through. Shh. But yeah, so for our roleplay, we each made some Fantrolls, and I am going to be making one of mine in doll form. There's also another one that I want to do here, but let's just stick with one at a time, okay? Okay. So, here is our victim for today. I was thinking that, like, I have another doll body that I was thinking of doing, but then I realized that the skin tones wouldn't match. Like, take the head, put it on the other body, because, like, the old head's kind of way too round. But I think we're going to stick here with Gulia, because, like, she seems like she'd make a great base for, like, troll girls. I haven't really found a good base for troll guys, because, like, guys are hard, okay? God dang it. But I have already made her clothes here. I guess they look okay, but, I might do some alterations, plus I still need to do the shoes. I'm dividing between either making some new shoes or repainting these that I found. No, they're not exactly like what's right here, but to be honest, I like them, so maybe, I don't know. But let's just start with, like, how I'd normally tackle this process. We'll go back into clothes later, because I do not want to spend even more time making clothes. So, time to make Keltra.
So, we start with melting off the blush. Or, melting off the face and removing all the hair. But after that, the blush. Standard procedure, pretty much. I use gray for the blush, and try to mix in this jade-ish color, since Keltra's a jade blood. And I figured that it would add a bit more. I don't know if realism is the word, maybe more attention to detail. Yeah, that seems right. I don't think I used enough jade color though. On one hand, I didn't want it to be so obvious and overpowering, but at the same time I wanted it to still be visible. But yeah, standard procedure until the end. I wasn't sure if this was obvious for a while and I'm a freaking idiot, or this happened while the last layer of sealant was drying and I'm only somewhat an idiot. But this huge black streak got on her face, which sucked because, you know, there goes the blushing on that cheek. Luckily, I can melt the blush off the head with acetone and I could redo it. I don't freaking know why I went ahead and just removed all the stuff on the entire face. I mean, the rest of the face looked kind of nice. I could have just remove that one cheek, but no. Good job, me. Good freaking job. Anyways, I had some trouble whenever it came to, like, redoing the blush. Mainly with this weird residual line where this cheek streak was. I think making the blush lighter, though, made it a lot less noticeable. So, I think we're good in that department. So, for the face-up, I wanted to go entirely with watercolor pencils if I could. It's a lot easier to get opacity with acrylics, but at least in my experience, I've always ended up with and it kind of annoyed me. This method with the pencils took kind of longer and took a lot more sealant, but I was impressed with how it came out. Though in the middle, I had a weird issue with the pencil scratching off the sealant. I think that it just wasn't waiting long enough after spraying the sealant that time whenever I had that scratching though. Because the morning after giving up for the night, everything seemed fine, no more scratching off sealant. So that was great. I found though that whenever you're trying to add shading or gradients to something, you don't want to use colors too similar to your base color, because like it'll have such a freaking hard time showing up. I struggled so much when it came to the eyes, because I wanted to do some shading and a tinge of orange in there, but I couldn't get anything that noticeable. After switching to a dark brown and this bright orange instead of warmer yellow and tan, wow, it looks so much better. Like, I'm in love with this face so freaking much, and like, part of me is kind of wanting to upgrade and get some like maybe better quality watercolor pencils, so perhaps I could do something a bit different, a bit better. I don't know what I mean by that. So the horns were interesting to do. I was going to use epoxy, but I realized I still had this Instamorph stuff on here from my last custom, so I might as well not let it go to waste. Plus, it was pretty sturdy, and it wasn't needing to blend the horns with the skin really. I started by creating these wire horn skeletons using some wire. What the heck, Alyssa? That was a sentence. But then I slowly melted down this big blob of leftover Instamorph and added bits and pieces onto the wires until I got something that I liked. I used my first finished drawing of Keltra as a guide for this. That helped some. I'm honestly surprised that the whole process went that smoothly. I was expecting a lot more struggle. It was a bit difficult at first, but I didn't need these symmetrical. I had some practice sculpting with that mini Silvis doll. So, yeah. Anyway, after I was done sculpting, that's a weird word, sculpting, what the heck? Anyway, I coated the horns in a couple layers of yellow paint, then added some light orange, and then a redder color. The colors that troll horns would be in Homestuck, because, yeah, you know, troll from Homestuck. I feel like an idiot, I don't know why. I also tried to add a slight bit of gradient instead of a harsh line between the colors, because in my opinion, it looks a little bit better. I noticed it was hard to get the paint to stick, but I managed. I did do some sealant sprays between two just to protect my work. After, just a matter of putting horns in the head and securing with hot glue. Might look kind of weird, but there should cover up the glue. And of course, that brings us to the hair. I learned a bit more from Mini Silvis here. Instead of trying to make these messy wefts that I did for War Tordette or Violet, whatever you want to call her, I made a bunch of strands that I could just like clip off and hot glue into place. Really freaking tedious, but hey, it works and you get something a lot smoother. But after all this combing, this yarn hair, time to glue it on and hope that I have enough, which thankfully I did. Thankfully. Afterwards, we got this montage of me styling yarn because this is my life. It was a bit hard to obscure the glue base of the horns, but I think I did well, though Keltra's bangs came out a bit poofier than expected. Kinda makes her look all emo-y. But to be honest, I still kinda dig the look. Now, I know I usually make the clothes beforehand whenever it comes to my customs, and I don't really showcase the process of those, except maybe I showcase the showing in Instagram stories or some. But I figured I'd show my process in the videos today. Because, well, this vid seems like it could use a bit more content. Plus, fashion is a big part of Keltra's character. She's really fashion-minded and usually sews most of her own clothes. I did make most of the clothes before starting on the doll herself, but I wasn't completely happy with what I got. It was a bit too messy and blah. So, second time around, I followed more tutorials, mainly for the tank top, the shoes, and the jacket. For the jacket, I used my Froggy Stuff's lab coat video, but I slightly altered it and cut out several steps to make it more simple looking. Admittedly though, I was kind of really freaking lazy. I think what I got in the end looks alright though. The only things I'm not so happy with are the neck hole being a bit too wide, but it still fits. Also, it may just be me, but I always feel paranoid about those cheap Walmart fabric squares falling apart in small projects like this. I try to avoid having to give those whenever possible, But the only dark green fabric I had was too olivey for my taste, so woo, Walmart fabric. Next, I have the shoes, which I used yet another My Froggy Stuff tutorial for. I'll put a link to all the tutorials I use in the description. I was going to alter these sock shoes, I think that's what they were called. I was going to alter them a bit, because I was going to add some light blue craft foam to the toes to make them look a bit more like sneakers. But I don't really think it will work that well. And even though these might look a little bit messy, I think they still look good. And you know what? I'm going to keep them. Last thing to do was the tank top, which I got patterned from yet another tutorial. Big surprise. Well, it was a tutorial for a basic top, but I kind of skipped the sleeves and hemmed the armholes. This entire thing I did by hand, because I was way too scared to try the sewing machine on something this precise. I already did most of the sewing for this before getting on camera with it, but I wanted to wait until after I did the design to sew the sides and Velcro. Instead of drawing on the design like in my first attempt, I got some iron-on transfer paper to try this with instead. Printed the Versus sign on her clothes real small, and now I just have to hope. And it worked! Oh, also, if you're wondering about this sudden scenery change, it's because my cheap $10 Walmart floor light gave out. Woo. I was way too impatient to get a new one, especially since I had already been waiting to finish this out because I had to wait for the iron-on transfer paper to get here. So, we're moving the show into my closet. The light's a tiny bit better in there, so I guess that's where we're finishing out.
Hello again. So, as I said earlier, my lamp kinda zilch, zero, bleh, it dead. But I'm too impatient to wait to get a new one to record the outro. So here we are doing it right now. And yes, we're kind of in my closet, and I had to get a bunch of different lights together. Some that weren't meant to, light up a room. I got the bottom of a lava lamp just here projecting light, so it's a little bit brighter. And also I'm a closet light, and the one light bulb on this lamp, well, not light bulb, the one part of this lamp that didn't give out, but it hardly makes a difference being freaking. See? Not much difference, but I have it here anyways, because I need all the support I can get. Anyways, yes, I know, extremely professional, but, geez, I love this. So, Keltra came out kind of cute, and it was kind of hard for me at first to get an idea of how she should look, since the only real interpretations I had of her were me drawing her a couple times, plus, some kind of troll doll maker that, my friends and I used to get the looks for our characters. I like this, though. This is pretty. Also, so, for my first troll doll, I gotta say, I love the way she looks. And freaking, I love the horns. They're so freaking cute. I mean, look at those. Also, the hair might look a bit more emo-y, maybe somewhat. No, I'm not gonna say seem. Really black, emo, something like that. With, the big hair-ish. But, I don't know. I dig the look, I think. And, this is the first custom I've done, but pretty much every part of it is every part of the face is pencils, well, except for the highlights, which are obviously paint. But I'm proud of myself. I want to get some better color pencils, watercolor pencils, but I'm proud of myself. And I'm definitely going to be making more trolls in the future. Just excitement noises, because I got a lot of other characters that I want to do now. I want to do my boyfriend's characters, though I need to find some male bodies, since there's no way I'm gonna try doing a transgender surgery on a doll again, because that was a freaking train wreck last time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed how this turned out as much as I did, and, frick, I don't know what else to say. Hope you have a good day, hope you enjoyed watching. I'm most definitely going to be doing a little photo shoot after posting this on. I'll put it on either Twitter or Instagram or wherever the fridge. Most likely Instagram. I mean, I hardly spend any time on Twitter anymore. But if you want, you can check both of those out. Oh, by the way, quick little thing to those who are viewing it on YouTube. Yes, you heard me right, those who are viewing it on YouTube. Okay, so I am not, like, completely transferring my audience and just being like, yeet, goodbye, YouTube. I mean, I was kind of thinking of doing that with whole Kappa Scare, but I think I'll be alright. But still, I found a good little community called Blair. And, I don't know, I just want to encourage you to go, like, check out the site. That's VLARE. It's a pretty cool site, and, like, I think that, like, one of the things it needs the most, but that's just my opinion right now, is, like, a bigger variety of content. So, like, if you have some content that you want to do, hey, maybe do it on Flare. Cause why not? Anyways, I don't know what else to say. Goodbye from me and Keltra, and yes, I did just accidentally knock my camera. Bye.